Welcome back everyone to Total War Warhammer 3 and part 11 of our Heinrich Kemmler SFO Grimmhammer campaign. In today's episode, we are here a turn later where Hamed and Leone have gathered together their peasants to die in droves. We have been kind of avoiding declaring war on the Fey Enchantress just because I don't want to fight all of the Keebler elves all at once, but I think we are going to go ahead and make an exception. We know that Be'lakor is still at war with them. Come on here and talk to Be'lakor. We even have a little bit of a way around the whole
legions in my wake.
Allegiance system here, where if you go ahead and join your war against just one unit, or one army, or one faction, or whatever it might be, you can do so without then drawing the ire of all of their allies. They're going to dislike you more because you're at war with them, but they're not going to immediately outright have the option to declare war on you, which is great. So now we're at war with the Enchantress, and none of the Keebler elves are, at least for now. We need to be worried that they are going to come on over and give us a good drop kicking eventually. But let's grab good old Heinrich and send him in to crush Bohemian. Oh, they're all going to come out to face me together, are they? It's going to be a lot of Bretonians. Here in the north, we're going to have Siegfried charge it over and crush Reich, because it does look like the Midnight Aristocracy is actually doing very well for itself. Conquered most of the Empire, and they are on their, definitely their back legs. And Pieter is on over here, ready to conquer Altdorf. We need to try to beat him to it. So let's go ahead and come on in to activate our rights here for the Betrayal Revealed, giving our heroes and lords 50% more weapon strength, a little bit more relations with all factions but the vampire counts, and then 100% income from sacking settlements. Now it's time to send in the boys. So you go ahead and surround Todbrigger here at Reich. I believe that'll probably be the first battle we engage in. What valiant defeat will it be? Well, there's Toddy himself, and then there's the two Division Guards, so what do these guys have? The Wolves Howl. They just give their allies more mass, charge resistance, and a little bit more damage, so they'll be able to withstand at least the initial charge, but probably nothing more than that. Let's surround them as well. And then we'll also go ahead and have Talbert here. Move to surround Quinel. I'm thinking that even the Fey Enchantress is probably more worried about Heinrich than Talbert, but we're going to come on down and we'll sack the settlement either way. Let's find out. Is she just hiding in Carcassonne? Oh yeah, absolutely. Not going to be an easy fight by any means either. We'll set up and surround. Luckily no trebuchets, so we can just kind of lure the Pegasus Knights on over and then crush them with our own. They do have lots of shot cav, but we should be able to hold it. We'll surround them as well. We'll have 3 battles. It's the busiest episode. Let's start with Kemmler versus the Bretonians, and we'll switch on over to the Empire. Well, hello, Bohemian. Would you like to be butchered? We could finish this one off without going to the field, but that I think would be a absolute travesty. There's no trebuchets here for them either, so we don't have to worry about any long-range devastation. Just have to keep our important targets away from their bowmen, who we have noticed are very dangerous. They like to focus fire. They're pretty good at it. Very open field, so the knights are going to have pretty much full charging capabilities. We'll want to kind of sweep across the field pretty quickly with our ghosts, annihilate this first army of peasants, and then set up for the next. Let's get it going. Alright, so likely they're going to be deployed. Oh no, they're very wide. Okay, I figured they would deploy as far to this side as they could to try to get those reinforcements in quickly. In that case, let's go ahead and let's have all the Spectres, the Corpse Wood, the Hex-Rays overwhelm this front line. We'll just charge them right on in. You have to keep in mind that the Lord is still going to be dangerous to our Hex-Ray, so I think he's going to have magical attacks. Oh, never mind. Coordinated charge. We're doing, giving everyone a little bit of a buff around him. That's not as scary as he probably thinks it is. We'll have these Cairn Rays up front in case he does try to charge, and then we'll have them just taking the flanks, overwhelm, and smash all the peasants pretty quickly. We want these guys to be doing most of the killing, that way they can activate all of their buffs. Set up the spearmen, so that way we can weather the Bretonian charge. I will deploy the other ghosts, and actually we might have to have one of our Hex-Wraith units chase off these yeoman archers. Ring. Yeah, we'll need all of the front line. We'll have them back a little bit, that way the Kemmler is giving them their leadership.
Life is a phase.
Life is a phase. A lot of people would probably agree with you there. Grab these big beasties and keep them nearby our necromancer to keep him alive. They'll have the balefire cart over here with our skeletons. Mortis engine, which looks absolutely incredible. The banshees swirling around behind it. Ghostly knights. It's interesting we don't have any spirit knights. Oh yeah, that's the most terrifying of battle cries there, buddy. You need to work on it a little bit. I'm not one to show off a proper battle cry, but it's definitely not going to be you either. More like Elmo. Got our ethereal white kings. These guys are great. And they've got the black coach effect to them, so as they rack up more kills, they will be more and more dangerous, faster, and more tanky as they get up to 120. Alright, so ghosts all is one. Cavalry and large monsters, and then our necromancers. Battle begin. And we will still be pulling these guys back and away. Run into this unit first. You guys go after these mounted yeoman archers. I guess we didn't deploy all of the wraiths.
Legions to me.
Legions to me. Going to quickly overwhelm these fools, and we will have this group continue to waddle back towards us. So that way, so too does the cavalry have to. You both go find the Lord and give him a hug. We'll bring the Mortis engine over on this side. Looks wonderful. Spectres the Corpse Wood. Let's go ahead and pull you out so you can get another charge. Or if you can just charge them and get even more damage, that'd be great. They have almost no melee defense, so let's keep them moving. Keep chasing that unit down. You guys pull on away as well. Let's come on back and crash on the peasants once more.
All will perish.
We can drop Krell in. I found him.
Behold, endless night.
Let Krell get to the bleeding. How long till the reinforcements come in? It looks like it's about 60 seconds, so you guys keep moving just to set up a flank there. We'll have the Grave Guard do the same. Get on over here. I didn't realize I didn't bring you into combat. That was my mistake. We will likely pay for it. Let's have a nice wall of Grave Guard. Poor fools are getting absolutely slapped. Reinforcements are here, and just now. Let's have you two rotate over. We'll try to blob up as much as we can. Mortis engine. Still stay back enough that they're not going to get really focus fired by the enemy peasants. You keep riding around and stacking up those kills. You're up to 260. Oh, they've got all of their buffs then. Did they just delete that unit on contact? There was a unit that was in front of them, and then there wasn't. Alright, here come the enemy. Charge straight on in. That's not the kind I would like. Where's my necromancer? You get over here. Stop her from doing any more casting. Drop down the spirit leech on this poor fool. You need to get on back. Have both of the smashers come on in, and then you two as well. We might as well just overwhelm the Lord off the start there. There's no way she's going to land and fight us, so you guys just keep rotating around the outside. All of my corpse knights, bring them around the outside. Chase off those knights errant. We are getting focus fired by the missiles, so it's time to kind of pull back. Where are all those missile troops setting up? Here? Die. Kemmler and Krell, let's deal with Bohemond. Speed up there, Krell. He's having a hard time blasting the Wind of Death. He's only going to get the one unit, too. Okay, come on back. Definitely drop the heals. And we need to have the horrors press through into the archers. Is very paramount. Go with the Grave Guard and annihilate those poor fools. Meanwhile, we drag the Necromancer and everyone else back a little bit. Drop his zombies.
Heinrich Kemmler.
Chuck some fireballs at these knights errant. We have one with the...
Summoning
not quite. All of the spells. You guys charge on in. We're going to have to pull our mortis engines back a little bit so they're not getting destroyed. We'll bring the Hex Rays and company and just start annihilating these archers now. You guys just kind of rotate on over. More zombies needed to be dropped in behind if we can. Just keep bogging the enemy down with more and more. Nothing. Stay with the lads here. Don't get too far ahead. So many ghostly cavalry. Let's break these men-at-arms. Bring our ghosts on back, actually. Spirit Leech down on Emid, who keeps just kind of floating around.
my beating heart.
Do what we can. Actually, you need to try to go after Bohemond.
My will.
Doesn't seem to actually be working quite the way we would like. I see a lot of peasants fleeing. Krell is bodying after this paladin.
Heinrich Kemmler.
I'm gonna pull Himmler away from that nonsense, and you can come on in and try to scare these fools off with your heart attacks. Necromancer, come on back. Let's drop in some heals on this big blob here. No more spell casting. Attack group 1 locked and send them forward. They don't make the most sane attack choices sometimes, but now we're just kind of sitting lads around to break whoever's still fighting. It's not that many units. Bully them. Gotta help Krell and Kemmler. Kemmler's doing just fine though. We can drop in the heals. We can't actually afford the overcast, huh? We will not then. Krell, you turn around and smash into these men-at-arms. Should scare them off. Look how fast these horses are moving. Skeletal cavalry from Hades. Your screams of terror and nothing else. Alright, keep you all moving, keep smashing into flanks that aren't ready for you. Same thing with these crypt horrors, although we need you to be finding the lords. Those are foot squires, go give them a hug. You bring your Spirit Leech to the Prophetess. She has not taken any damage and definitely deserves to take some. Everyone is fleeing as fast as they can. You guys were losing your fight until your allies showed up. Looks like our cavalry wins the day. Beautiful. Now we try to have to, or at least we need to try to catch as many of these fools as we can. Cavalry are going to have a free run or roam to try to escape, but we'll round up the peasants and I'll catch you in a moment. Well, it appears that absolutely no one stacks bodies like Kemmler and his ghost boys. 944 kills on the Spectres of the Corpse Wood, and almost 500 on both of the other Hex Rays, so they were still stacking as many as they could. Our ghosts were racking up tons of kills. In fact, these Crypt Horrors are probably going to get gotten rid of in place of more and more Hex Rays. That is awesome. So we will go ahead and really returning over, what, 3,000 enemies gives us only 700? I think we're going to go for the replenishment then. Since our English has already been shattered into 1,000 pieces. Ema the Devoted has sadly fallen. Oh no. You still have your Paladin. What if we send the White King out to assassinate him and grab ourselves another blood kiss? Let's... Oh, never mind. Chances are he's going to fail.
It is night.
So we shall come on into Kevin. Let Rome. So is it just Heroes Army for both? Oh, is it just it has them separated? Makes sense. Friends in Dark Places, more speed for Black Coach, Corpse Cart, and Mortis Engine units. Indeed.
Now.
Himmler. Let's start working on the ghosts a little bit more there. So that is going to be the Evil Souls, Spell Resistance, and Melee Attack. Is that the call, or do we go for perpetual regeneration for more capacity? Hey, let's go ahead and make them stronger. Evil souls, and I think the maximum of that is what now? Just Legions of the Dead? Oh, it splits them up. Okay. The ghosts are going to be... Ghosts and Karen Rays are going to be all in the Legions. Extra melee attack and weapon strength. And then Dread Knights for the Hex Wraiths. Ward save. Absolutely. They're already incredibly tanky. Kemmler, you should be able to deal with these fools with little to no losses. Yeah. Really. 600 lost. Did you not see our previous battle? Now we'll loot and occupy then. We need the replenishment. I wanted to sack the settlement, but that's not going to be the way here. We need to replenish. We'll be up to full. The Fey Enchantress will reach us and in March. And likely she can reach Quinel in normal stance. So let's set Kemmler up for defense then. Just make his ghost stronger. Even more spell resistance fighting against the Fey Enchantress? Absolutely.
What?
Steve, my boy. We'll give you the Deadly Onslaught. And deliver the Double Fist Punch. Sounds good to me. We're going to keep Aberash.
I will alone.
I think we'll keep him kind of near Musalon. And we'll have Gustav come out and start exploring the High Elf areas here. Because we've got this White King set up for kind of sabotage and wounding. Oh, it's the dreaded Spearman and Archer Doomstack. It works out in most cases. Let's definitely start setting up the ghost fences everywhere we can. Don't have a lot of choice. Harbor or the Haunted Mill. Anything that increases overall gold.
I will not betray you.
Wallenbeck, by law. You want to also set up for stealing technology and boosting income? Perfect. So you come on out and start snatching some goodies from, I guess, Harrowburg. I don't want to make the orcs mad at us just yet. They're more or less just bodies for us to collect. Or for these guys to collect. But we don't want to fight them yet. Stone, I'm happy to take the Balefire Hearth to the next tier, as well as the Lich Yard. Perfect.
Yes.
Let's move on in and deal with Reich. Hello there, Boris. Enjoy Dew. Alright, Operation Crypt Horrors Overpowered is a go. Let's start our deployment. Let's set the Crypt Horrors up in a bit of a formation where they're all going to be going through kind of the same area here. I don't mind splitting up a few of them. For the most part, we want all of them coming through in the same spot. We want them to be the brunt of the charge. So yeah, we want... How many can we force through one area? The answer is probably not that many. Clump them up a little bit. Just the blob is going to be nothing but big boys. And then we'll have two of the sneaky ghouls that are a little bit wounded come around to claim zones. So you guys here. And the other ones over here. Since they are invisible, they shouldn't deploy any defenders. If they do, they should rotate them pretty quickly. Let's go zombies threatening this side. Or do we just want zombies to kind of come through the middle with us? Ultimate blob. Because my plan is I'm going to have the other horrors, the ones that are not wounded. Let's get the flankers in a position, and then we'll have all of the proper infantry as well. Part in the center, Siegfried as well. And then let's grab our ghouls. And we will see them swarming in through the sides. So that's the intent. All of our horrors in one spot, they should focus pretty exclusively. Who all's in unit already? these first 3 here? No. No, that'd be far too easy. Grab the rest, and just by sheer weight of numbers, we're going to smash through this front area here. Keep them back in case we need to rotate them around. Going to be marvelous. So we are just missing the deployment on Hound Dogs and the Grave Guard. Let's have the Grave Guard go here so they can rotate around, and we'll have the Hound Dogs hide them in any kind of stretch of woods at all. We've already cut down all the trees. Such is the way. Over by the woods, or over by the water then. Beautiful. Let's get it started. Got a few units up front. Shouldn't be near enough. We'll just go right through. Slaughter indeed. When they have everyone kind of rotate to deal with that, we'll have these horrors come on up. Smash through these pikemen pretty quickly. Come on in and grab these zones. And we'll have the Hound Dogs come through. Where are the cannons at? They're directly in the center. Bring the Hounds over here. You guys move in to maul these both bowmen and crossbows. That cat just fell off the tower. You good, Maka? I think she's mad. You should like some food. Normally shouldn't make a lot of noise. Get out of here, you. Can't you see we're destroying Uber's Reich? Poor Toddy. Send them over here to knock over this barricade. Let's try to get as much damage as they can in, but it's not going to be nearly enough. It's time to go for just capturing the zone with these doggos. Who aren't attacking anything at all. Interesting, they chose to not attack. Because they're... Yeah, I know they can send the lads out. What are you up to? Find a place and sit. We're recording. Horrors this way here. Even if they're overwhelmed, that should be no problem. Have you guys go up and take down those cannons now that they are exposed. Beautiful. Zombies start waddling your way through the lines in to try to stop the crossbow teams there. If you can. Got the blocker in, so let's just gonna stop and capture the zone. Alright, Blob, keep moving. You guys stay in. Butcher whoever's here, but everyone else needs to move through. Hounds, let's switch positions. Everyone goes after these crossbows here. And you guys go on through. Stop them from firing. That position's under our control, so we'll bring everyone in. Let them start mauling whoever's left in this area. I mean, they're gonna start blasting their own troops. I am here for it. Unfortunately for you guys, we can outlast you. Oh, interesting. He can't cast multiple spells. He has to wait. You're bad casters, apparently. Dire Wolves, you guys took a ton of damage from those towers there, so let's have you come on through. Could be an easy overwhelm for who's there. What is going on? It exploded every one of the Hounds. Alright, Mortars, you're being an absolute menace. Coming in the horrors like I want behind. Far enough, hopefully, that they can actually get a charge. You guys go through. Blob, just keep moving your way in. The rest of 3 go this direction. Shot in the back is no good. Our Hound Dogs got overwhelmed pretty quickly. Didn't expect that at all. You guys come to give them some relief, and then the combination of Hounds and Grave Guard should be very overwhelming for these crossbows. I'll meet them up. Okay, realize these guys are getting charged by pikes on both sides, which they actually still... They're doomed. They actually managed to reman the cannons. I'm both surprised and impressed. Send you guys back around to deal with those crossbows who have re-engaged. We'll have just you deal here. You three go after this unit of halberdiers and everyone else. Fight your way on through. Please and thank you. Direwolves are having themselves a lovely snack. Keep butchering those handguns. We'll have one of these units. Zombies come through and maul these handgunners here. Should be more than enough. But he is gone. Well, that handgun flank fire is pretty dangerous. Unfortunately, our crypt ghouls might be aiding a one-way trip back to the Nightmare Realm. Press through, ignore them, we need to deal with those cannons. What else is kind of just fighting where they are? Getting bogged down in units fleeing Imperials. Handgunners are gone. I'm thinking we're going to see the white flag going up on across the board pretty soon. Not before they slay a few of my ghouls, though. Ravenous hunger will keep them fighting for quite a while.
As long as we draw breath, they will die.
As soon as you stop drawing breath, you become a snack. Oh, looks like your guys are gone. Now it's just the swordsmen. We're suffering from a lack of constitution due to the plague. Go ahead and move in and maul these crossbows together. We'll bring these guys back. Well, Hound's back. Everyone else forward. Why do you keep ignoring your orders? Destroy the fools. And we did it. Victory for... We forget your name, Siegfried, sorry. You're a champion, but we forget it. We'll let them catch as many of these humans as we can for snacks, and I'll catch you in a moment. Right, it's gonna give us another close victory for almost no losses in the fight, because we did lose one of our dire wolves, even though they are coming on back with plenty of, hopefully plenty of models to fight. I realize that our front line with Strigoi is going to be your crypt horrors, because they have so much regeneration and even a fair bit of armor, where these guys are much more squishy, so they need to be the ones that are charging around from the sides with their sneaky stalk. Very interesting to actually have a monster's infantry perform very well as a tank. Normally they get run over pretty aggressively. Sack it for 1,000, still not that worth. We're going to go ahead and loot and occupy for the extra replenishment. Hold on, Siegfried. You repair Zeus and then throw on in the gibbet for the extra income. It'll also go ahead and drop the heat for his army as well. That down, and then we'll just kind of wait for this rebel army to come on down and try to fight us. Any other income buildings we can add on in to start here? We can take Massif up to tier 3, which I think is a good idea. Give us a defensive position to retreat to once the Keeblers jump in on the fight. Perfect.
What do you want?
Abrash, give himself any more knights? Answer is no. No knights for Abarash. He wants nothing else then. We roll with the finest soldiers. Science skill points need passing on out, so let's go for the Ghoul King of Usharan. We've got an activated ability that'll be healing us up to 22% of your hit points and giving you 15 leadership. Completely flipping the tables on your enemies. I'm absolutely here for it. Go ahead and combine these direwolves up, even though they did gain a bit of veterancy. Rather just draw some more backup from underground. Have to wait for them to replenish. Perfect stuff. We're not going to tell Grizzguts he needs to leave. We'll just kind of walk on up and slay him. Stabbed right in the back. Okay, so onward to Quinel, the final battle here. Albert versus the people of Quinel. If we were to give this one to the auto-resolve, we would lose even the Stearnsmen. I don't know about all that. Our White King should be able to skate on around. Are you going to be on your Pegasus? Nope, she's on foot. Bad news bears. Okay, so this is going to be a very blob fight style siege here. So let's go ahead and start our deployment. And I think we are going to want to just charge through wherever has the larger entrances here. They're both about the same. Anything that gives us a little bit more of an advantage as far as the range goes? Yes. Here we can grab our crossbows, set them up on the hill, try to advance them as far towards the enemy as we can. And now we set up our zombie infantry. We'll let them hit the enemy first on both sides. I'm going to try to get them in as linear of a formation as we can. Service in the center. Tithe also a little ways back because we don't want them to get blown up by any meteorites the damsel may or may not have. Burnsman behind them. There's going to be waves and waves of death. The armored troops will be the ones to crack through.
Necromancer.
The necromancer's over here. I think the White King as well. We're just gonna keep everyone on this side. Except for possibly the Black Coach and our Lance Knights. The Bretonians should have a severe case of one-at-a-time-itis when they're trying to fight these knights off, so we should be able to take on only one Bretonian knight errant at once. So the Black Coach plus this group should be more than enough. The last corpse carts here. And our two spearmen. Up on either side. Beautiful. Let's grab all of the infantry. Sylvanian crossbows. Flanking cavalry, and then our necromancers. Spells we have are Curse of Years. Sadly is not for armor, so we'll have to just use probably summoning in some zombies. Alright then. Crossbows. We're gonna bring you two forward to about this position. We're gonna have to pull back so you're not getting blown up. Zombies move forward on both sides. Just move up to engage whatever's up front. Have to work our way through the blocker there. Graveguard, move up and help. Chop our way through this first group. We'll have that group of Graveguard walk, you guys as well. Mind sending the White King in. And then over here with the Black Knight and Black Coach. Let's bring them over. Capture this first zone. Nothing more. Necromancer forward a bit. We'll go ahead and have the crossbows move up now. Those Gauss zombies are getting absolutely shamooshed. As they likely will. So they're going to send the Pegasus Knights over the top, are they? Go ahead and everyone move up to the blob. Crossbows move as close up as they can. Start blasting it on those Knights Errant. Everyone's going to switch their targets to Knights Errant. Drop in just a single heal. If you really want to drop down here and face us, we can do it. Alright, I guess the Knights are going for it. Really bad call on their part. Let's go ahead and send this other group up the other side here. See how nothing is rotating to deal with our other group. He has to move up quite a ways to summon them in. Try to drop in some zombies behind them just to keep bogging this group down then. Void at all costs the archers that are just blanketing fire down on you. Those peasant bowmen, keep charging on in. You guys stay out front. Heals for this group. Right through into the other Knights Errant. Looks like they are sending peasants over to deal with our knights. A very good idea. Oh, they are laser beaming you. Yourself that damage resistance and get out of there. Flee quickly. Good grief.
Haste! Now! With haste!
Push these zombies through, or is they're gonna fight their way through their own defenses?
Crossbow ready, General!
Our Sylvanian crossbows are fairly terrible. They're not even going for who we're telling them to shoot at.
Necromancer.
Try to chuck the fireball off the top into those peasants. Keep moving. We've captured one zone off of them. Let's go ahead and charge into... Pull back a little bit, and then charge into these men-at-arms. That's what they're waiting on. Those knights are in as well. Alright, you stay back a little bit there. It turns out you can't actually chuck your fireball at who we thought you could.
They'll die and rise.
Keep moving on back. Robert, you move on up. Everyone, move forward into this blob here. Butcher them. Right, King, you come on away though, just for a moment. Alright, Sylvanian crossbows are letting me down. Let's have the Black Coach remain. You guys pull on back. Smash in once more. Looks like they're gonna try to rotate everything to deal with them, so you know what? No, we're gonna retreat. They're gonna rotate all of their goodies to fight that unit. We will just pull them back. One crossbow unit is fleeing. They're getting shamed by those peasant bowmen. Love to chuck a fireball, he's just having an incredibly tough time doing it. Keep moving on in. Look, I don't know if we can handle this blob here. Let's charge in, boys. Knights Errant are causing some problems. I'm losing my voice. Right, activate debuff. Try to get around so you're not going through our own blob. You chuck the fireball now, good sir. The Empire endures. Halberds keep working on the Knights Errant. It's like they really don't like our Necromancer again. Keep him moving. Well, that's beautiful. The bowmen are fleeing. Our Black Coach is not able to run. How disappointing. I don't know how they got everything over there to deal with them, but they did. Should have kept the micro up. Yeah, they decided winning the battle was not as important as dealing with our cavalry. It's an impressive amount of rage they've got. Black Coach is making it on out of there. It's trapped. That's fine. Let's smash in over here. Extra damage, flow of battle. All the units that don't have attack orders, go ahead and get your life right. Yeah, these Sylvanian crossbows are terrible. We would be better off with the bats. We'd at least be able to swarm in and do some damage. Stop those peasants from actually being able to fire on us. Keep forcing our way on through. Lives depend on it. That they do. Keep moving you boys on away. Hopefully the Black Coach can come on back from the dead after we've dealt with these foolish Bretonnians. I'm gonna let the knights rotate, and then we'll charge them on back into the settlement to crush those crossbows. Blanketing their own crossbows in fire, their bowmen in fire. They're gone. Go ahead and chuck a fireball at these knights there, and for coming back to face us. Arrogant knights. They don't have any heals, but they're going for the blob fight, for sure. You guys fire at these peasant bowmen. Work your way through that blocker. And yeah, no, it looks like they're gonna come out of the settlement to face us. Slaughter them. You come on back away to get your charge bonus again. Very dark fight here.
The lady demands blood.
Lady demands blood, and the necromancers demand your skull. Let's charge on through. Looks like everything is just a few knights errant. So one large blob, onward. That's gonna be a terrible day. Get through into the men-at-arms with shields. You guys stay here, keep butchering those peasants. Knights errant are doing their best. We'll drop the Helm of Discord once more there. I'm gonna keep dropping down the explosives from the top. Or zombies look like they want to flee. You can do it. One's real tired though. Keep dealing with these bowmen. Sternsman, find someone to chop.
At once. I move swift.
Just keep maneuvering your way around the outside. They're not following orders very well, which is a little bit frustrating. Skelly warriors, you set up here, and we can kind of go for a very slow charge into these spears. Truck the fireball at those men-at-arms when you can. Ooh, excellent. Not going to explode in the line, but it's going to kill a fair few of them on the way through. Round destroyed. They really rotated the knights back. That was a very long-term trap. Again, I appreciate the pettiness. They don't care about winning the battle anymore. It's just slaying our knights.
Now.
Now everyone here, big blob, smash these fools. You need to bonk us with these explosive towers from the top. Alright, Bretonians. The extreme mass they apply to these knights is, it's strange. Hold them on back.
March.
You guys are fighting against spearmen at arms, which is perfect. I'm incredibly surprised we haven't overwhelmed this group here. They should very well be annihilated. Alright, Bretonnian grit, hanging in there. We're gonna lose our knights too. We can pull you on away, we can chuck the fireball into these lads.
The necromancer.
Seems like our blobs are too blobby. Everyone's not actually able to fight. Our units are disintegrating for no reason, which is also awesome. Pull yourself on through enemy lines if you can there.
Necromancer.
Save our fireball. We're losing our knights, indeed. Chase them down, get out of guard mode so you can actually follow them. We've got lots of units crumbling away over here. What's going on? Come on, Bretonnians. Break.
Death to all.
They're gonna go ahead and send their knights out to chase us down, are they? Not a fight we can likely win, but we have no real choice but to turn around and fight them. Know where our knights could run to. That's what we need.
For the comet, ready.
Got no more spells left. Alright, that unit's gone. Let's go ahead and keep pressing forward. Now it's yet another group of knights errant.
Necromancer.
Units are all starting to break. Now we may not be able to pull this one through. We'll see. It is a battle of leadership. They're confident, a few of them lay fallen. It's just a very slow, grindy battle from here. We've had a lot of units still crumbling away for some reason. I say due to damage sustained. They're fine. Although the fact that half of our units that are completely fine or should be are crumbling away is fortunate. Is it due to army losses at this point, or what's going on here? Damage sustained. Yeah, they're fine. Being dramatic. Try to not go through the trap. See if we can make it happen. Yeah, the towers are whittling us down. How sad would it be to lose to the towers? Oh, we're still gonna get hit by the debuffs anyway. Okay, we got no choice. Send them through. Go ahead and speed things along then. I am not confident we can actually take this one. Your ship's recovering on a lot of these lads here. Look at all the damage just from crumbling away. Goodness. They're not even fighting anything difficult. Salt flow through you. Debuff the knights best we can. The Lord's gonna try to flee. Drag him down. We can break her, we have a chance. We're definitely gonna have to turn around and rebuild the army after this, though. They're gone. Onward towards the damsel, who is very keen on just letting everyone in her entire army die for her. Slay these knights the very last. As we watch our units crumble away to nothing. For no reason other than just bad pathing. Please land a blow. Keep these lads here. We've got a lot of... Looks like Bretonnians starting to recover their leadership. Great. Damsel is just not getting hit. There we go. Go fireball at these clowns. And completely miss and blow up our own corpse court. That's perfect. I have our black knights go after these knights errant. Graveguard come on in as well. Let's have our White King drop off all of the debuffs. He still hasn't taken out the damsel yet. Graveguard, butcher those fools. You deal with the damsel, sir. Alright, they're all fleeing except for the battle pilgrims that now we have to butcher to the very last. I will go ahead and do this. Speed things on along, and I will catch you all in a moment. Alright, a Pyrrhic victory we did indeed be gifted there, and all of our units except for the Tithe are gone forever. We did get back the Black Coach and the Fallen Knights, though, which is very good. Yeah, it's very fun to look out across the enemy units and see how few they actually killed. We lost most of our units just due to crumbling away to nothing, and even a few more of our units left after the battle was even over, which was a little bit goofy. Let's go ahead and sack the settlement and flee on away. We need to rebuild.
Bring me flesh to craft.
When you can't actually get away at all, so I'm thinking the end for Taubert is nigh.
March!
Can we regroup anything useful? Yeah, we can at least give him a full army. We're just going to be wasting the dark magic we just gained through the battle itself. Let's go ahead and... Plenty of knights. The Terrorgeist is definitely a fun idea. Oh, this is filled with goodies now. Perfect. Let's grab a single Terrorgeist. That's all the gold all at once, isn't it? I'll have one more mortis engine. That'd also be great. Costs 5,000, so we just need to go for numbers. Let's go for ghouls. Two of them, and then 2 great weapon graveguard. Go for numbers. We might get rid of one of these other skeleton warriors and add in these guys together as well, then give us bats. Use all of our gold from second Quinel is gone in one go.
I need more minions.
Alright, well with that salt, go ahead and sprinkle it on away and we'll pass out some skills instead. Brawl Master, so we get a higher chance for our troops to come back from the dead is probably a pretty good idea. Let's grab the Curse of Undeath though, that way every spellcast that they do have is going to be healing troops. And we'll grab the damage spell with Marcus.
Bats and wolves, gather.
Alright. Still down to 600 gold. Buildings we have that are damaged don't have any kind of gold to repair them. Good news is Bretonnia is well defended. That is a lot of Graveguard. So we'll skip on through here. Let's end the turn and see how things play out.
I will hear your words, your riddles, but best not displease me. Krell would not like that.
Don't make Krell come over there and punch you in the face. It's Zarina Katerin wants to trade. I mean, Ice Guard and Barrel Legion sounds great. He can join the Dark Elves in fighting over Hold 1, but to coordinate a war effort with one of our allies. And Carlotta is now ready for duty after tripping and falling on a rock. That's excellent. Send you on out and have you start wounding some more fools. Oh, here's one now. Louis. Get him. So the Enchantress has what in terms of army? Westing Knights, alright. Armor piercing, anti-infantry. Oh, failure. Okay, you come back and immediately fail me. Probably not the most wise of choices. Could charge on the Massif or Call.
You dare.
And then if that happens, we'll have Kemmler deal with her. Albert, you retreat back to Caravan. If there is attacking Altdorf, we could beat him to it. Let's come on over and out.
Onward.
Start raiding in Altdorf. We can attack the settlement, use them as reinforcements, and we should just be able to take it down with an auto-resolve. And then from there, we can focus on the Leech Lord and everyone else that is coming down from Chaos.
This will be fun.
Steal me some tech, buddy.
I will not betray you.
Have Rozov do the same.
Welcome
So we'll
to
just have you remove these Hound Dogs we just recruited. Or perhaps one of the 2 zombies.
your desire.
Very good.
Very good.
Soon I'll be all powerful.
Or the unit that I was trying to actually give the skills to. And let's come on over and grab an additional point into training. Try to make these troops a little bit more elite as quickly as we can. One more unit of bats trying to fly over the top to deal with peasant bowmen. Hide out as many of them as we can. On of
Do you need fresh troops?
melee defense. I do need fresh troops, but let's bring you up north. Help me start assassinating the Imperial heroes up here. His Guts is going to set up next to the Black Stone Post. That's not threatening at all.
This better be important.
It is. Your job is dealing with the interlopers.
Going.
Get over there and smoosh them.
Yes, my sire.
Darkness come.
Alright, Kemmler, do we have you threaten Carcassonne?
Move.
I will not aid you.
Can't reach us, so we can at least start raiding in her lands.
The time is right.
And then at the very least, we can smash into this area. Force her to reconsider her attacks on Paravon. Beautiful. Well, that is all the time I've got for today. I have been a Space Wizard War. Remember to leave a like for the light god and a sub to the sub zone. I'll see you on the next one.